So let's get started. We've been talking about the new building code that's going to be coming our way, the 10th edition that's coming, which is the 2021 ICC codes. There is also a new energy code, new stretch code coming our way, which will be interesting. There's going to be a new stretch code, but included in that new stretch code is what they call a specialized code. So here in Massachusetts, we have the base code. So some cities and towns operate on the base code. Other cities and towns have voted to elect the stretch code, which is another level, a higher level of energy code. This year, there's going to be a new stretch code, but there's also going to be a third level, which is called the specialized code. So communities, cities, and towns can choose to adopt that specialized code as well. And I think what would happen is you'll end up having 3 levels of energy code here in Massachusetts. I don't love the idea of having 3 separate energy codes, but that's what's coming our way. That's what some cities and towns want. So that's going to be interesting. It can be quite confusing. We have some classes going on where we're giving people a heads up about what that looks like, what time frame those things are being enacted, and what it means for us moving forward. I look at it and I see the changes coming, and as commercial construction professionals, I would say learn about electrification, start to understand solar, and passive house. Those are 3 things that are becoming more and more prominent in the new editions of the code. So if you want to get better, you want to be better, and bring some more value to your company, that might be a place where you can do that as far as the energy code is concerned. We've also have adopted the new fire code. December 9th, it went into effect, which is NFPA 1 2021 edition. But within there, the mass amendments have referenced NFPA 2022. So folks that might be watching this via video, looks like this. The new books are green, greenish, not red like the old ones. That has a tremendous amount of changes. I'm going through making a key changes document. So it's not just like, what are all the changes? It's going to be like, what are the ones that we really have to focus on here? But there are a lot of changes. It opens the door to sprinkler coverage in a lot of places. There's new chapters, guard service. There's a lot of major changes coming our way with that, but that's one where you'll want to hang tight, because we're going to be recording an episode with Lieutenant Towski next week, who sits on the committee that writes NFPA 241. He's a person that you want to hear from, and we can kind of talk through what was the intent of everything that went into play here, what new chapters, things like that. So stay tuned. Listen up for that one. What else do we have coming up as far as podcasts? I'll just use this as a time to talk about those. Lieutenant Towski's coming in. Staying with that energy theme, I'm asking Rich Moradian from Cox to come in and talk about electrification and what he's seeing both from owners and contractors, especially existing buildings, and what changes they are looking to make to meet the requirements of the new energy code, and in some case local ordinances like BERDO here in Boston, and how do they need to change their heating and cooling systems to meet those requirements. So Rich is coming in and talking about that. We talked about Lieutenant Towski. We recently recorded with Chris Fontaine of Commonwealth Building. That's going to be another one of the what we call them, those carving your own path. It's going to be another one of those carving your own path. He took a different path to owning a company. We talked about folks that have started things from scratch. We spoke to, Dan Conley of Block Builders, who, did kind of a partnership thing and spun off from another company. Chris went the route of, buying out his existing company. So talked to Chris about that and interesting things that they have going on. What else is happening? Oh, newsletter. I hate calling it newsletter. It's called the Mass Construction Network. We have a new edition coming out next week. Can talk about some of these things with the new code. It's a good way to stay on top of those changes that are happening. I'm pretty excited about the quality of the content in the newsletter. The open rate was fantastic. It was, I think, 57% open rate, which is crazy for a newsletter. Single digits is usually, if you're seeing 7% open rate on a newsletter, that's pretty darn good. So 57% was amazing. I want to temper that with the fact that it was the first one, so people are more likely to open it. But still, I'm thrilled with that. And then you look at the amount of people that opened it multiple times, the percentage of people that were clicking links within there to get the information was great. So that was a home run. I am excited about the value that the January edition is going to bring. So if you're interested, go to massconstruction.org, go to the tab that says Mass Construction Network, drop your email in, and you will be included there. And what I think I'm going to do is put a private podcast in there soon. So one that's not going to go up on the RSS feed, but that will just be a little private audio file for Mass Construction Network subscribers. So go head over there, check that out. We have a new store on Spreadshop. I'm pretty excited about, oh, Daisy's getting up to take a walk. Go ahead, Daisy. See you later, buddy. Spreadshop. So I have a new store up on Spreadshop where you can get Mass Construction stickers. I have different stickers than I've had in the past that are up there. There's hoodies, t-shirt, long sleeves, mugs, all kind of stuff. I have a new Mass Construction boot, which I really like, and I think I'm going to order something with that. So go check out some of the interesting gear, etc., that we have over there on the Spreadshop. I will put a link in the show notes. What else is happening? New classes. Doing a newish class on the changes to the energy code. The 10th edition changes we're going to be doing. I am going to redo the NFPA 241 class because we have so many changes happening there, and we have an exciting City of Boston turnover process class that Regina Oliveri does for us. It was really well received the past couple of times she's done it. So if you're interested in those kind of things, reach out. Last thing I just saw generally that I thought was interesting, and just